my fellow content creators, but I know that there are so many people on the internet who really fake it, who are nothing like what they seem to be in real life, or also, who sort of show their life so fancily or so in such a happening way, and it's not that happening. I think there's not a single day since, I became like a known person on the internet that I have not faced trolls or mean comments. There were days I would cry, and the days where I couldn't strike a balance between work and between my motherhood.
Hi guys, welcome to Z Media India.com. My name is Swani, and today with us we have versatile and talented individual Shanice Shrestha, who is known for her impeccable acting skills and of course her captivating social presence on digital media. With about 720k followers on Instagram and 892k subscribers on YouTube, Shanice is a prominent influencer in the realms of fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and travel. So, Shanice, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for the lovely introduction.
All right. So, Shanice, before I start your interview, I have to tell you that me and my sister have been following your journey from a really long time, and we absolutely love your content. And in fact, I want to tell you that, seeing you transitioning into this beautiful, wholesome individual, who's acing in her personal and professional life both, is just amazing to see that. So, kudos to you for that.
Thank you so much. That means a lot. Please give my regards to your sister as well.
Definitely. On that note only, I want to start by asking about your journey, how you started, and how was your transition from acting to full-time content creation as a career?
So see, honestly, back when I started, it was so random. I remember I was like a BMM student, and because I was into mass media, Instagram seemed a very interesting place. So I remember making an account just for the sake of posting and seeing what is this app all about. So that's how I started, like my Instagram account with no clue of being a content creator whatsoever. And then, like Nikhil, my husband now, became my friend back then. And he told me that how he uploads videos on YouTube and what kind of space YouTube is. I honestly had no clue. Like, there's a place like YouTube where you can upload your videos and create content. And that's how I got introduced to this space. And I was forced into creating a YouTube channel. So I did. I was like, chalo, I'll just do it. Maybe I can post my acting videos there, like a profile or something. And so that's how my journey into content creation started. Very abrupt, very clueless, but I'm sure that I'm glad that it led me to a very nice space.
Right. Okay. So, like you mentioned, Nikhil also. So, you and your husband Nikhil both are content creators. So, I want to know this. Kabhi aisa hota hai, because you both, vlog your daily life. So, aisa kabhi hota hai that you guys have argument or maybe discussion about ki this is what I'm going to shoot and this is what you're going to shoot, and you don't have to barge in each other's way.
So see, honestly, like when Nikhil is vlogging, I am not vlogging the same thing in our houses. But when we are traveling, कभी-कभी ऐसा होता है कि I tell Nikhil, यार please तू ये मत करना, मैं कर रही हूँ और ये तू कर लेना. But mostly we don't have arguments about this because our vlog is like so. How do you say? It just happens randomly. Like any moment you feel like I need to shoot, you start shooting, and it's just like these moments that you don't plan at all in your head. So there's no arguments as such, but kabhi when I know that it's going to be like very monotonous on both of our channels, that's when I say, he never says it, I say like, main ye record kari, tu mat karna types.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Now talking about social media, so Shanice, when you put yourself out on a social media platform, you're kind of open to opinion of everybody. So there's one side of the society which is very nice, very inspired, like they look up to you, they take inspiration from you. But then there's another section of the society which sometimes can be really mean, that they don't even realize that there's a human sitting right across the screen. So aisa kabhi hua that you have dealt with trolling, and has that taken a toll on your mental health?
I think there's not a single day since, I became like a known person on the internet that I have not faced trolls or mean comments. It's like a very, very normal, everyday occurrence in our field. Like, I think if you're putting yourself out there on the internet, you have to be open to receiving a sort of a hate or also mean comments from people, because it's very obvious, not in real life, nor on the internet are people gonna like not everyone's not going to love you always. There are going to be people who love you, and there are going to be people who hate you. So I think it's just it's like it goes on you that which side you want to see, the people that hate you or the people you love. So I tend to focus more on the side where people love me. Of course, like back in the days, initially I used to get like very very offended and sort of like, why are people telling me? They don't even know my real self, like how am I in real life, and they make these sort of assumptions about me. But I think over time I realized that the best way to deal with negative comments, trolls, is to just ignore them. Like give them a blank end and they don't know what to say. So yeah.
All right. Now talking about social media. So usually, पहले लोग इतने social media पे थे नहीं. लेकिन suddenly after 2020, there has been a boom in this industry. Especially, I think after lockdown, there were so many bloggers, many content creators who emerged after that, and they were also known as product of lockdown. So I want to know this from you, because you're an OG content creator, that how do you stay relevant, and does it become difficult for you to shine from the pool of so many other influencers or create content which is different from other people?
So see, honestly, I feel like when we started, content creation field had just taken a start, right? But now it's developing over the years, and I think it's going to go on for so many years more. And it's very natural for new people to keep coming in, and I'm sure that there are a lot of trend changes that keep happening too. So what people want to see keeps changing. Like right now, I feel people are very gravitated towards short form content, and their attention span is so low as well, right? So I feel like the best way to keep yourself relevant with the new coming competition is first to be authentic, then to be unique, and mostly keep yourself updated. Like for content creators, this is our bread and butter, right? This is our profession. Right. So I think it's very important from a business point of view that if you want your business to keep going, you need to stay updated with the trends. You need to see what's working and what's the want in the market right now. So that's like the advice I would give to any content creator, and also that's what I apply in my life as well, that it's important that you see what's happening and what's working right now in the content creation, and you work towards that. Like for me, before, I remember Instagram was just about posting pictures, and YouTube was the main deal where you would create content and make videos. But now everything's shifted. Like everyone is gravitated towards Instagram and reels, and you see anybody and everybody wants to post reels. Like today anyone can be a content creator, but I think like it's not about shining just once, it's about shining every day. So it's important that you stay focused and dedicated, and you just follow the trends and just believe that your work will shine if you keep working towards it.
Right. Now that we are talking about boom in this career, I also know a lot of women, especially, who want to get into fashion and beauty content creation, but they are quite reluctant because they feel that once you start aging, or maybe there's a change in your physical appearance, then the longevity of your career will get affected. So because उनको लगता है कि जो इसका वो है span है वो बहुत short lived है. So what do you have to say about it? Do you feel कि ऐसा होगा, मतलब लोग beauty पे ज़्यादा ध्यान देते हैं, or how you look, or it's also more about the content?
So honestly, I kind of agree, and I also kind of disagree, and I'll tell you why. Like back in the days when we started, now even I used to think that this is a very short-lived kind of, kaise bolte hain? It's like a very short-lived career. You have a very small span of time where you can shine, and then you will just be outgrown by the new creators. But I think that has changed so much ever since lockdown happened. Like now I see that there's so much of acceptance on the internet for everyone. Like you can be whatever you want on the internet, and there's going to be someone who's watching you. So I feel the acceptance level has gone so high. I'm sure even you agree. Like abhi, like aap kuch bhi kar sakte ho internet pe, and there's someone going to be who will watch you and love you. So I feel ki abhi kuch bhi aisa nahi hai. Like you can be aging and everything, and people will still want to see you. And I think that now on the internet, there's not only Gen Z or millennials, but there are so many other people. Like our parents are also on the internet, and I think even they consume the internet for so many different things. And I feel like it's not about ki if you grow old you can't do beauty videos. Of course you can, because I think there's everyone present. So this is not short-lived. You can keep doing, and you will definitely have your audience.
Okay. So like I said in your introduction also, that you are acing your personal and professional life. So I want to know that how do you strike the balance between both, because now you have a toddler at home. So how do you manage, and what is the tip that you want to give to new mommy bloggers?
I think every mom can relate to this. If you're a mom and you're watching this, I feel like the first phase, like the first year with a baby is so tough. And I'm not going to lie by saying that it was easy. It wasn't easy at all. There were days I would cry, and the days where I couldn't strike a balance between work and between my motherhood. It was like I have to make a sacrifice. I either choose motherhood or I choose my work. But of course, every mother will choose that. We choose our baby first. And so the first year was not very easy. It was very tough for me to sort of create content. And there was a huge break on my YouTube channel as well as on Instagram. I'm sure anyone who follows me has seen that I was not present all the time. But now that she's grown up, she's crossed 2, I think it's gotten so much better. And it does get better with time. And I think that a lot of my motivation comes from Sky. Like I find her smile and the way she looks at me motivating me even more to work harder in my life. So it's become easier. And I think I find myself on a very different sphere with content creation right now. So I feel it gets better. It gets better for everyone someday. And it's very easy in today's time to balance motherhood with your work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, a big movie, I think Netflix pe Kho Gaye Hum Kahan, if you've seen it.
Yeah.
So, that movie has actually reignited the authenticity debate of influencers. And it has also highlighted the striking contrast between the real and real life. And in that movie, there's this character called Lala, who's also an influencer, and she says, that your job is to watch my life and wish it was like mine. Although I do believe that it is a little bit of exaggeration, but I want to know this from you. Is it true that, influencers have to show their life a little more fancier, or they have to, promote brands which they don't even resonate with because, they also have bills to pay?
I think that this is a very broad aspect. It doesn't relate to a certain influencer. Like I could say there are many influencers who are very authentic, who say no to brands that they don't resonate with, don't work with, even if they're offered a lot of money, because they are so genuine. And at the same time, there are influencers who are really fake. I don't like to say it about my fellow content creators, but I know that there are so many people on the internet who really fake it, who are nothing like what they seem to be in real life, or also, who sort of show their life so fancily or so in such a happening way, and it's not that happening. So it's like you need to choose mindfully what creators you are subscribed to, you're watching, and who are influencing you. I think it's not very exaggerated in that, because I think it's just it's different from influencer to influencer. So I won't say that it's not a fake industry or it's completely fake. I think there are some who are genuine and some who are not.
And how to identify an authentic influencer in that case?
I think over time, when you look at a person again and again, you can sort of say, no one's life is all about the good times or just about happening stuff or perfect. So if you can see just that, because of course we make a choice also deliberately to put just the perfect moments, because we think no one wants to see our lows on the internet. But over time, I think all of us, I think I also can look at a certain influencer and say that who's organic and who's not. And I'm sure you can do it too.
Yeah.
Do you or you can't?
Yeah, I can.
So I think it's just about following that person for a long time, and you can sort of understand. It's also the kind of value they bring to your life. If you feel like, oh my God, my life needs to be better than this person, there's so much happening in this influencer's life, and if they make you feel empty, I think it's time to move on and watch someone else. But if they add a sort of value or motivation to your life, they inspire you to be a better person, to maybe work out more, to do whatever things that make your life better, I think it's good to stay with those.
Right. Perfect.
Yeah.
So that was very insightful. Now, in the end, I want to do a rapid fire with you. So, Are you ready?
Yeah. Please, let's go.
Okay. One thing you wish people knew more about influencers?
That our job is tough.
Okay. If you wouldn't be an influencer or an actor, what would you be?
I think I would be an IAS officer. I would really study very, very hard. That was my initial dream.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. One beauty hack that can instantly uplift your look.
I think use your lipstick as a blush and an eyeshadow as well. It makes you look very well put together and also gives this instant color, flush of color and beauty on your face.
Okay. If you had to name 3 top influencers, who would they be, excluding you?
I think I have so many who are my favorite, but I'll name a few people from the Indian sphere whose work I really, really like. First is Kritika, that boho girl. I really like her work. I think she's so authentic. And second would be Larissa. I love the way she shows her travel and inspires
Yeah.
people to travel. And the third one is Nikhil. I really like that there are so many people who are motivated by his work. So yeah, these three are like influencers I really like.
Right. Okay. Since you travel a lot, so what's your all-time favorite destination?
I think my all-time favorite destination is South Korea. I really love it. I'm a
Okay.
big K-drama fan, so I love
Yeah.
that place. I keep thinking that how can I go back? Hopefully this
Okay.
year.
Perfect. All right, Shanice, that was amazing. It was lovely speaking to you. Thank you so much for being with us today.